Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim, and today we'll be playing Terraria, the board game, solo. Now, for the people who have never heard of Terraria, I would compare it as 2D Minecraft. You run around the world, jumping and so on. You craft, so basically you mine, you chop down trees, you dig under the ground at different levels, collect all kinds of stuff, you fight monsters and everything. Collect a lot of resources, and then you craft things and you upgrade your equipment, and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper in the world, fight bosses, all those kind of things. And yeah, so basically it's a sandbox style game, which the board game also shows, because you've got 4 types of objectives that you can go for throughout the game, but more about that later. So how does the game describe itself, or the designers? So, welcome Terrarians. A brand new world awaits, a blank canvas brimming with terrain to explore, resources to gather, loot to find, and enemies to defeat. Delve deep into cavernous expanses, seek out ever greater foes to test your mettle in combat, or construct your own city. In the world of Terraria, the choice is yours. Yes, and that's very true. Like I said, it is a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want. And that also, like, this is my first game I'm ever playing, so I hope this will play like the computer game, or if it's a different experience, just a really good one. Because I've played Terraria quite a bit, not as much as some of you. Like, I think I only ever defeated 1 or 2 bosses, and you know, something shinier came along and took my attention away. But anyway, so let's see what the different phases are and everything in this game. So first of all, you've got the character phase, as you can see here. So you draw action cards equal to your draw value. You start the game with 4 cards in your hand. You can see it here on your character. You have cards and then 4. So you draw equal to your draw value. Done. Number 2, in any order, you can use the action cards to perform actions. So you spend these green circles that are action points, right? And you can use other icons and effects and perform bonus actions that are free. More about them later. Then the 3rd one is perform your end of phase checks. You can discover, you can check the objectives, and also see if any of the bosses have spawned. So what are some of the things you can do? So first of all, let me draw for the 2 people, because I'm playing 2-handed. I'm playing red and white, because I thought the characters would stand out most. So the characters I've chosen is Princess Leia, because I feel that's what she looks like, and Goku. Now there's one tiny bit of disappointment I feel early in the game, and that is there are no character cards that resemble the actual figurines or meeples. So I'll show them to you. So you've got this lady, right? You got this lady, and then you've got this lady, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. So the characters in the game, the meeples, don't really resemble this, which is a bit too bad, because it kind of, you know, it would have been cooler if they looked the same, you know, so to speak. One thing that you can also have, by the way, if you want to have this person look different, is you have these vanity overlays. So these don't do anything to your stats or whatever, but you can make your character look nicer. You put a sweater on or whatever, all these different vanities. Now, I'm not going to play with this because it's my first time. Maybe next time I will. But there are a lot of different costumes. If you want to see them in detail, you can check my unboxing video where I go over all of them. Yeah. So, but it is nifty, because if you build armor, you will cover these characters with that armor and have new stats, which is always nice. Okay, so you start with 4 cards. So let me take a look at the cards first. So for Leia, we have Explore, Rest, Assist, and Explore again. Okay, so those are 4 things. And then for Goku here, we have Explore, Charge, Rest, and Assist. Okay, so basically you can move. Move is very simple. There are some special things though. Let's say Leia starts here, right? So the first action is move. So you spend 1 action to move 1 spot. So let's say I'm here, right? So then I can move to the left, or I can also go diagonally and jump on top of here. Or if I'm here, I can also go up to the chest. The only thing I cannot do is go down because I haven't dug down yet, so that's the only place I can't. So basically you can go orthogonally but also diagonally as long as you can reach it. There's also other stuff like you can actually stack. So let's say Leia is here and Goku is here. You can just move one to the side and be literally on top of Leia. Okay, just like in the game. But if Leia then moves, Goku will fall down. And then you have to calculate fall damage and stuff like that. Of course, if there's like a huge gap here, he can fall down a long way. Same with enemies, by the way. These enemies can be actually on top of you. And then if you move, you can basically kill them through fall damage, potentially. Okay, so that's roughly what move is about. I'm not going to go through every rule in detail too much. So then you can use an action to open a chest. You can see there's a chest here. There's a chest here. And you can see there's a card there on top of the chest, and that is basically what you get when you open the chest. It's pretty cool because the loot cards, which I'm not going to show, will have different levels of rewards, and then depending on where you are, that's the reward you get. So they kind of fix that very easily. Okay, the next action is chop. So you can see we start with 3 basic equipment. We've got the short sword, the copper short sword, copper short sword. Why don't you say that 10 times? Copper short sword, copper short sword, copper short sword, and so on. Anyway, and also a copper axe and a copper pickaxe. Now you can see when you use a copper axe, one action equals one upside down triangle. So basically when you have that icon, it means how many times you have to chop to actually chop the tree. So in this case, you can see 1, 2, 2, 1, and so on. Also, when the tree is chopped, it will be replaced by an acorn, which means you cannot chop it again. But at the end of the round, the acorn will remove and the tree will magically come back. Okay, so how much resources do you then get? That is the equal amount of the number that you're chopping. So this is only 1, so I get 1 wood, and so on. So that brings me to the inventory. You can see the inventory here. They both have 6 spaces. Because we're playing 2 players or 1 player, so solo or 2 player, you unlock these 2 as well. This means 0, by the way. So in a 3 or 4 player game, these 2 would be locked and you have to unlock them later on. Now, these are standard ones. So you've got slimes, you've got wood, you've got iron, I guess, and or stone and webs. Now, at any point, you can replace it with some other resource. You just put a tile on and then you can no longer, well, then you can replace it basically. If you say, I'm not going to go for webs, I want to have something else here, you can put it there, like iron, I guess. Put it there, or is it copper? Well, I need to check. It is copper, yeah. So if you want to change it with copper, you can put it, or you put it in one of the empty spots, of course. My point is, even though it has printed resources, you can always replace it with something else, okay? All right, so I think that's pretty cool. And also the resources between people can be shared if you spend actions. So you can have like one person going full wood and some other person going full iron, stuff like that, whatever. Okay, so anyway, that is chopping. So when you see a triangle, and that's what you get, and you use your copper axe. Of course, you're going to be upgrading those equipment, and then it'll be better and better and better. Okay, then we have dig. So very similar, you spend 1 action to dig 1 space down. So in this case, this would be removed and you get 2 stone because it has 2, but it also means you have to dig twice because it's more difficult. And then you would be replacing it with one of these tiles, which is basically dirt, right? Then you put it here, which is now open. All right, you've got them in all kinds of different sizes. The size doesn't mean anything. It's just to cover up more spaces, which is pretty cool, I think. And once again, you upgrade your equipment and then you'll be able to dig more and more and more. All right. Of course, also watch out if you dig all the way to here and then there's nothing left, you will fall down and once again, fall damage and stuff like that. There are ways to avoid that though. Anyway, so that is digging. Then you have different kinds of dig spots, but we'll talk about that when we continue. Like someone might have fire, some might have lightning icons, whatever. That's for later. Then we have donate, I believe. So donate is when you give it to the other player. So you can spend 1 action to give as many things as you want, but you have to choose one of 4 things, or 5 things. You can give resources of a single type. You can give any number of coins. You can give any number of platforms. So this brown thing here is a platform. That's where you can jump on. And also any number of rope tokens. and one consumable card, armor card, or equipment card. Okay. So if players donate resources that will be used immediately to craft, then they don't need to have a space here. So let's say his inventory is completely full with a bunch of stuff and you give something they don't have, that's okay. You don't have to replace anything. If you craft immediately, it's fine. So in that way, the game is very kind. Okay. Now sometimes you also have fight, by the way. That's also an action. So when I'll do this sometimes in a second. So to fight, once again, you can use this and then you can roll a die. Now you can see this is a D4. So this tray here, let me move it here. You can see you have the different types of dice, D4, D6, D8, and D10, D20, D12, sorry, D12. So all these you have that will eventually, and D20 here. So eventually you'll be using these to attack as you upgrade your equipment. But in the beginning, you just have a measly D4 that you would roll. And the monsters also all have their defense die that you can check, also attack die in the bestiary, or bestiary. And it has very nice tabs to show you where you can find this monster. For example, we have 2 slimes there. So if you go and check, you have the blue slime, right? So it has 2 actions. It has range, which is short. It will, for attack, it rolls 1 d4. Defense, it rolls 2 d4s. It has 1 health, and if you defeat it, you get 1 coin and 2 slime, resources. Okay. So to show you how an attack exactly works with these dice is, let's say I have 3 dice and they have 2 dice. So, well, let's just do it visually. Let's say I roll and I have 3, 2, 1. There we go. Well, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And then he rolls 2 and he rolls a 4 and a 3, which is horrible. So let's just do it differently. Let's say he rolls a 1 and a 2. Okay. So that means my 3 would win and my 2 would tie. And since the attacker has advantage, the 2 counts. So in this case, I would do 2 damage. The 1 is less than 2, so it doesn't count. Okay, so that's how that roughly works. All right, so that's fights, roughly. Then, of course, you get the resources, the rewards, like I said, and so on. You have other stuff like piercing and using range finders, which are these things to see if something is in range or not. But we will talk about that once we have the suitable weapons, which we do not have now. All right. Okay. So then after that, we have these cards to look at. So for example, explore it says explore, but you can use the action for anything. Okay. You can use it to fight or whatever. But then here, rest is a bit different. You get a coin or 1 heart if you have 2 hearts or less, because you can take damage from the enemies, of course. And then assist, you choose another player to draw 1 card, so effectively having 5 cards. And you get 1 action. So if you play solo, you can choose yourself, so he can choose himself. Although I think if you play solo, does that mean if you play one-handed? Because technically I'm playing 2 players now. I guess that means when you're playing with just 1 person. All right, and then here, when you have charge, you can have an action point or you can attack. And actually, no, this is an attack point. This attack point means that when you do an attack, you can add this point to your dice roll. So if I roll a 3, I can add it, make it a 4. Okay. And then here, same thing as over there and same thing as over there. All right, fine. So what does discover mean? So when you've finished your actions, you can do bonus actions or in between. You don't have to wait necessarily. So for example, when Leia is here, the moment she entered here, she can immediately discover if she wants to, because it says you can perform bonus actions at any point during the character phase, any number of times, and in any combination, including performing the same bonus action multiple times unless otherwise stated. But of course, you can't do it in the middle of a different action, right? So let's say I finished my action and I ended here. Then I have 1 biome here and 1 biome here that's unexplored, okay? So then I can discover that. Or if I'm too scared, I can discover it later because it might have enemies or whatever. Okay, so that's discover. You just draw tiles. Now every biome has only 3. So it's 3, 3, 3, the end of the first level, top level, right? So to know which one this biome is, we will then flip this up flip this over, and then we'll see what it is, and then draw tiles to put one here if there's someone here, or check this one, the left side, and so on. So it can be desert, it can be snowy winter, whatever, all this kind of stuff. We'll see that later. I think jungle is one of them. All right, so that's one bonus action. Then we also have complete objectives, because if we want to win the game, we need to complete one objective stack till the end. And there's 10 for each. Of course, the first ones are easy. For example, timber, chop a tree. So that's basically the building objective. So if you chop a tree, each person gets 2 coins, okay? So here, off we go. This is the explore, discover 2 biome tiles in the world. So if you go here, you immediately have 2, so that was done. That was closed, that means defeat an enemy. That's the fight objective. And then here, the dig objective, dig a block. Of course, they're gonna get more difficult as we go on. So before time runs out, you need to complete one of them on standard difficulty. On hard or tough difficulty, you need to complete 2 of them till the end. You can also win the game instantly if you defeat the wall of flesh, but that would be very difficult as far as I know. All right, so that is explore and complete objective. Then we also have craft. Now, this is the bestiary, as I said, but if you flip it over, dun dun, you have the crafting menu. So here you can see everything that you can craft, what you require, the crafting costs, what it does, what it is, and so on. You can also see if you want to dig certain things, how difficult it is to dig there and what you need. For example, if you have a lightning here for ebonstone or ebonstone, if you do that, you need to have a pickaxe to do this. If you don't have a pickaxe, you cannot do it. Pickaxe with this icon. So for example, this pickaxe does not have that icon. So you can't do that. So you have to upgrade to get certain things. You have armor, swords, bows. You also have, for example, here, other equipment, yo-yos and hook. Or here you have staves. And you also should have like houses and everything, right? Where are those? Here, houses. So for example, 2 slimes and 4 wood would get you this, which is just a basic house, and then the others would become more and more difficult. But it also needs to have a workbench. So what do you need for a workbench? Well, that's a good question. I haven't seen it yet. Or it contains it. It has it already, or not? Yeah, it has it already. Yeah. It has it already. You don't have to build it separately. So if you want to build wood armor, you need to have that as well. You need to have that. Okay. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to build here and to take a look at and so on. Okay, cool. Then we have ready card or draw ready card. Sometimes there will be a card that you can keep ready. So basically you it could be a defense card when you might get attacked. So you leave it there. Yeah. And then we have spawn NPC. So we have all these NPCs. They will become available as we do certain things. For example, the merchant NPC spawns when any player has 10 coins and a house. Then this NPC will become available. We'll flip it over and we can use whatever they're offering. Just like the guide NPC, spend 5 coins to buy guide action cards. These are guide action cards. You've got 3 types. One will give you fight bonuses, one will give you double actions, and one will allow you to have other players draw 2 cards or defend yourself. They're all available. These are merchant cards. They are not available yet. They will come later. So all these NPCs have different spawning requirements. For example, the nurse NPC spawns when a life crystal appears in the world and a house is available. The demolitionist spawns when merchant spawned plus any player has a type 3 consumable, bomb or dynamite plus house available. The goblin tinkerer NPC spawns when all 6 forest cavern tiles discovered. So all 6 cavern tiles plus house available. So I think the cavern tiles are probably here. And then the Dryad NPC spawns when any Eye of Cthulhu, Brain of Cthulhu, each of worlds have been defeated, plus the house is available. So that's how that works. And then finally, we have unlock inventory slot, but that's not applicable to us because they're already unlocked. And then other unlockable things might be lay rope, place platform, purchase, use a pylon, use magic, summon minions, use placed bottle, or use cooking pot. So if you look at your player board, you have your resources, you have your character, and then you also have your health, which starts at 5, and this is your block to remember that you can't go higher unless you upgrade it. And then your magic, which is 3, which is also has a block, and which can go higher unless you upgrade it. Just looking up sometimes to make sure you guys can see, but it looks okay. All right, so these 3 tokens is when you have a certain status, like when you're on fire or when you're really on fire and stuff like that, okay? This is your coins, so you just make sure you put it here. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's everything that I had to say. You have the enemy phase. Obviously, they'll move and they'll attack, but we'll get to that later. Then the environment phase, discard any played action cards used for defense. So the ready cards, they go discarded. Then you advance the time token, which is here, because now it's day, right? Then you advance the threat token, it's +1. If it goes all the way to 10, it's game over, but we can reduce it through certain actions, apparently. And also spawn enemies. So even if we kill this one here, there's a skull underneath, a new one will appear. Now, you can build a house over it, but if you build a house over it, the threat marker will go up. So that's important. Also, when you die, the threat marker will also go up. Here, I mean. So you try not to die. And then also perform sunrise upkeep. So that's basically how the game works. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so first of all, I need to decide where I put Leia and Goku. So the starting spots are everywhere there's a butterfly, so you can actually start on top of there. So I think I'll have someone chop some trees because you need the wood for the house, right? You need 4 wood and 2 slimes. So there's 2 slimes that are going to be coming our way. And this one we moved twice, so I think it's going to end up here, so we don't have to kill it right away. So I think that's fine. And I think Leia can try to fight. How can you? What does it cost to upgrade a sword? Because it might be better to get a sword as soon as possible. You need to have 2 iron? No, 2 stone. No, it's iron, because it's iron short sword, right? But there's no iron to be seen. So, yeah, it's not an option. Okay, so it doesn't really say where you can find iron either. I imagine just lower. All right, so what we can do is... Actually, he has charge, so he can add +1 to his roll. But even then, it's just 1 roll. So that can be horrible. You can try to open a chest, but the chest is all the way down here, or all the way here. I guess you can go there. Okay, so we'll put Goku here with the idea of opening a chest and attacking, because we can use Leia's assist to have him draw an extra card to hopefully have more actions. Even though, yeah, okay, yeah, you don't need to, you're not donating anything, just giving more cards. And then Leia will be in charge of chopping. Does that sound good? She would spend 2 actions to chop, and then she has 1 more action to do something else. To prepare to fight. Well, this will be... Because she has to be on top here to chop, because it has to be there, right? I think you need to be on there. That's not true. You have to be adjacent, so she can be here. In that case, it's a little bit easier, because then a movement can just be straight, or she can chop, she can dig down maybe, because they can both help each other by getting an extra card. So I think that's what they will both do. So first of all, Leia will spend her assist to have Goku draw an extra card, which is explore more. Perfect. And she also has 1 action. So her first action will be to chop that wood, so it's down to 1. Now I wonder if there's a token that can show that is only 1 left. Yeah, I don't know, it's not really mentioned, or I'm just missing it. Anyway, so I chop 1, so I get 1 wood. So this is wood, so it goes up to 1. Then I spend another action to chop again. So I have 2 wood already. And I still have this left. So for now, I'm going to leave this and go over to Goku. So he'll play this. So now she can draw an extra card. So he plays assist. So now she's at extra explore. And he has an action. So what he's going to do is going to walk forward. the discovering we'll leave later. And then he's going to move again or explore more. So basically it means he will move and open the chest. So opening the chest, if I remember correctly, it means simply that we're going to draw a card, right? So open chest, spend an action, in or adjacent, but it's okay because I'm going to attack this one anyway. To open it, draw X chest cards corresponding to the biome that the chest is in, where X is the number shown in the icon. Okay, choose one card and collect the loot corresponding to the world layer the chest is in. It's a forest chest, and they're over here. All right, so these are the forest chests. So I just shuffle them and then just take one card, and then we'll see 3, 2, 1, bang. So I'm going to get 2 coins. All right. So if I had been one layer lower, it would have been 2 iron, level 3 loot action card, level 4 loot action card, or magic power potion type 2 consumable. Okay. So I put this at the bottom. Or does it say discard or something? Yeah, it says shuffle, put it in the back and don't shuffle them. So, okay. All right, so 2 coins for Leia. Sorry, for Goku, sorry. There we go. And yeah, so that's it. That was his 2 actions. So now he can attack. Now also he can attack multiple times. So even if his first attack fails, he can still attack more. Now, she could donate something, right? Can't she donate an action card? Oh wait, we have to put an unlock token over it. So is it this one? Yes. So this unlock token goes over the chest. It's now unlocked and it's done. All right, so let's see if she can donate her charge card to him. No, she cannot. Only consumable card, armor card, or equipment card, not an action card. So she cannot help that way. Yeah, so Goku is just gonna have to try to survive. All right, so let's fight. So Goku will have 1 die, and the enemy will have 1 die, and let's use the dice tray, shall we? Okay, so basically Goku is green, and the slime is purple. So first of all, they both have short range, so they're next to each other. That's fine. So my sword just says which I need. Oh, and actually the slime is defending, so it rolls 2 because it's a blue slime, right? And they are sadly more powerful. So let's take a look. I believe it's a blue slime, right? Defending, they have 2, but defeating it does give 2 slime rewards. Okay, so roll the attack die shown, roll the enemy's defense die, and then you may choose a single attack die. Okay, let's see. 3, 2, 1. Ouch. So I lost because it's 3 and 1 against my 2. So what happens if I lose? I don't take any damage, right? For each attack die which is equal to higher than the value, you deal damage, because it doesn't matter. If it's not defeated, check if your character is in range with the enemy's attack. If it is, it retaliates. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. So basically, it is going to fight back. Retaliation. Rather than rolling attack dice, the enemy keeps the highest value result it rolled from his defense die and counts as having rolled a single attack die and got that result. So I do get to defend. So at least that's something. But I have to defend against a 3. 4. Okay, so I successfully defend. All right, so I'll try again. All right, so let's hope this time it's a little bit better. No. Yes, I'm green. 4. I do damage and I defeat it. Wow, this feels really... This could have gone badly, so... It's okay, this was 4, by the way. This could have been badly so very easily. But anyway, it's dead. The slime is dead. So I get 1 coin. So Goku gets 1 coin. 1 coin. And he gets 2 slimes. So we're on the way. We've got 2 slimes, we've got 2 wood. So we almost have a house. It's going pretty good. So first of all, spawns when any... Oh, by the way, we killed a slime. So now King Slime is going to move forward. Because King Slime says, place a wound token at 0 on the track below, or this guy. which is a special one. Each time you defeat a slime enemy, advance the wound token by 1. When you reach 5, immediately flip this card. So I believe... and at dawn of your second day, flip this card even if you haven't defeated 5 slime enemies. So I believe he will arrive then because he gets annoyed that you killed so many slimes. Okay. Or that I killed so many slimes. So the enemy has been downed. Collect the loot, then return the enemy token to the back of the corresponding enemy tray section. So I think that's it. So this will keep spawning enemies, I guess. So this will go to the back in the tray. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then, yeah, so he still has 1 action. So he can get, sorry, why am I using her cards? I was supposed to use his cards. I got confused. So she used 2 of these. So these 2 are gone. Okay, sorry. So he's going to take a coin for this last one. 4. Yeah. Cool. So he could have rested actually if he took a wound. So there's also that. So now she still has 2 actions left. And so she could actually dig twice, but then there might be fall damage. So it's better to move to the left and then dig. But this one's coming, but going towards it is not a good idea. She could move 1 and chop 1. That blue guy is going to move 2. 1, 2. If she's here, it's going to attack. So don't move there. That's not a good idea. So you can dig under a tree. The tree will not be affected. Also, because I chopped the tree, we have to put an acorn. Where is the acorn? Here it is. So this goes here for now. Because it's been chopped. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1. And then I could dig once. But then how do you... You have to do it all in one go? Yeah, I believe you have to spend the full amount of action points. So that means that I can't dig once. So let's say I'm still here. I still have these 2 cards, right? These 3 cards. So I'm spending this to get a coin for sure. Oh, wait. We forgot to do the objective. Chop a tree. It's gone. Bye-bye. So that's 1 gone. So we both get 2 coins. That's 2 and 2. So this is up to 6 already. And then have a house with a workbench. We don't have that. Discover 2 biome. We haven't done that. We'll do it soon. Defeat an enemy. We did. Each gets 2. So 4. 8. Now the next is have crafted a wood armor set. Requires wood and a craft bench. And then dig a block. We haven't done that yet, but she will do that now. She digs 1 block. So it goes down. So once again, underneath the tree, it doesn't affect the tree. So up. And then I guess she falls down because she dug it, right? And then she's not gonna dig sideways. We still have this 1 action, but it's not really much that we can do. But we did that, by the way, so that's gone. So then it says dig an ore block. So one of the 4 types. So yeah, both get 2 again. So that's 6 coins. This is a 10. Isn't money? Didn't we have something? If someone has $10 or something? Yeah, but we need to have a house available. Also, we can buy cards, right? Can't we? Craft, discover, complete objective, spawn. How do we... here. Spend 5 coins to buy guide action cards. I think that is a free action. Use NPC ability, yes. Of course, we can also save money, but she could buy a guide action card. So if you buy a guide action card, does it go to your hand or your discard pile? Yeah, when you buy an action card, it goes to your discard pile, so not active. So she is going to buy 1 though, so she's going to go down to 1 coin. But what is she going to buy? Explore more? Have the other person draw more cards? So basically, I'll show the difference. You got explore more. We also have somersault, so draw 2 cards, keep 1 and discard the other. Okay, so it's not like that. So somersault, and also we have second wind, add 2 attack. She's gonna get second wind because she's gonna face a guy soon. I don't know, maybe it goes to discard pile like I said. So I don't know how quickly it'll end up in her hand, but maybe next turn, that would be nice. And that did not require an action, so she still has an action left. She's fine where she is. So move, no. Open chest, no. Chop, no. Dig, no. Donates, not really. I mean, she could. Fights, no. This will be a coin, so she's back up to 2 coins then. Yeah, I think she'll just maybe donate the wood, so at least the wood is with him. He can chop twice, and then he has enough to build a house. So she'll use donate. Up. This is back to 0. He's got 2 wood already. All right, so that means all of our actions are now done. Oh no, not yet. We can discover as well, because we can discover this, 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 and this, which we will do because I don't know if we have to, but I'll do it anyway because it's fun. So let's see. So we cannot do forest because we have to check what's on the left. So the left, it is dun dun dun. Oh, corruption already. That's early. Okay, so corruption. So we have to see which one fits. There's these 3 that fit. All right. So shuffle this, shuffle this, shuffle this, shuffle. We will take this one. And boom. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. And also this is iron, which is very nice. All right. And then that's it for corruption for now. Because we can't do this one yet. Then we have 2 forests. What's that layer called? Because they all have a name, right? I guess it's here. Is it? It is here. The underground layer. And then you've got the upper cavern, then the lower cavern, and the underworld layer. Okay. So the underground layer, there are none. Okay, so apparently it's this stack. They're just all underworld tiles. So just take 2 of these. So the first one goes here. There we go. So more iron. And the second one goes here. More copper. And also an enemy. Which I imagine... Well, does it spawn immediately? It's a good question. Okay, so an enemy does spawn here. Oops. Oh, sorry. Earthquake. So an enemy does spawn here. So that would be here and then forest still, right? So I haven't shuffled these, so I will shuffle them now. Here we go. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Everything's still fine. Yes. Okay, this one pops out. Wow, it's a heart. So if I'm not mistaken, this one appears in the world, a live crystal, but the house is available. It's not available yet, so they don't spawn. But it doesn't mean if I build a house now, it'll be there. And if I'm not mistaken, a heart crystal will allow you to upgrade your life. Yes, so if you move over the heart, containing or adjacent to, you immediately remove the token and you either move your health meter blocker 1 space to the right and replenish to the maximum, or you collect 10 points. That cannot be donated. Okay, anyway, that was interesting. So anything else that we could do at this point? I mean, I could craft a platform if I use wood, but I would like to save it for the house. I think it's more important. So I think here we are done. So then, and the phase checks, discovery check, we did that. Objective check, we did that. Oh no, here, discover 2 biomes. So we both get $2. So she's up to 4, he's up to 12. There we go. And then, boss spawning check. I don't think so. No, none of these are spawning yet. We only killed one slime, so that's fine. And then enemy phase 0. If spawned, boss enemy summon allies. That doesn't matter. 1 enemy's move. So I would just believe he does this 1, 2, because there's a movement of 2. I am, of course, going to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yes, that's it. Because I'm just going to double check that the movement was correct, but I do believe so, because the movement, blue slime 2, range is only 1, so she's safe. Okay, so that's done. The enemy phase, environment phase. Discard any played action cards used for defense. No. Advanced time token and resolve icons. So time token is now here. Still day. Advanced threat token. So that's now on 1. Right. Spawn enemies. So these 2 come out. So when it comes to spawning enemies, find each biome tile that contains a character or is orthogonally adjacent to a tile containing a character. On these tiles, spawn enemies in squares with a visible icon. So basically, this one will not spawn because she's here. Had she been here, this would spawn. This one, however, spawns because he's literally there. So this will be a green slime, which I believe is the easier version. Could that be correct? The easier version? The green slime? Yes. Yeah, he only rolls 1 die, only moves once, but the loot is lower as well. Red slimes, they are good at attacking, but bad at defending. Yellow slimes are 2-2. Black slimes, 3-1. Lava slime, okay, there's a lot of slimes. Okay, lava slime is 3 dice, but 2 of them are d6s. And then defense is 2 d4s and 1 d6. We do get 8 coins for killing it. Anyway, that's for later. So we spawn the enemies and then perform sunrise upkeep. I don't think there's anything, is there? Remove all acorns from trees. Sorry, there is upkeep. So the acorns are gone. Remove all night enemies and fallen stars, but there's no one there. Each player replenishes their mana. It's not necessary. Resolve the ability of NPCs with sunrise stuff. There's not there. If the alchemy house has been crafted, and any potion tokens on its consumed side, flip it to its full size, not necessary. And if the cooking house has been crafted and any food buff tokens on its eaten side, flip it back up. So no, nothing like that. All right, cool. So then we just do the next turn again. We draw 4 cards. So for Leia, it will be, remember the best here. 1, explore more, dodge, and charge. And then she has to draw 4, so have to shuffle. So with a little bit of luck, she will draw her new card. Or an assist. Assist is always nice. So this one comes out. It's a rest card. So no luck there. And it's Goku. So it will be in the same situation. So 1, dodge, explore, and explore. So he'll be able to fight a bit. Now, of course, he didn't buy a card because he's saving his money for the merchant NPC to spawn. So, hup, explore more. Okay, so then in any order we can use action. So this time they're not going to help each other. They have the cards that they have. So I want to really build a house. So Goku can explore more by chopping down that tree and then building a house, because crafting is free. But before we do that, let's take a look at the objectives again. So for building is have a house with a workbench, okay, that can be doable, and then each gets 2 platforms, which is nice. Then we have feeling chesty, open a chest in a non-forest biome. So this is all forest biome, I imagine. So we have to open a chest somewhere else. And then take an explore more card from the guide for free for both of them. Then here, matching attire. Have crafted a wood armor set. Requires wood and a workbench. So we really need to get that workbench going. And then here, ooh, shiny. Dig an ore block. Any type of ore. No, not any type of ore. Cannot be stone. So I guess there's a difference. Does it really say ore? No, it doesn't say. It just says copper, iron, silver, or gold. So not stone. Yeah. So and then you share 2 ore of duck type. Okay. And here, sorry, for matching attire, you get 2 wood or 4 coins. So in the end, at one point we have to focus on one of them. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know how fast this game is going to be over, to be honest. They also say you can play without a timer if you just want to play as much as you want to. That's totally fine. All right. So anyway, I want to build a house. So Goku here is going to do explore more and chop twice, get 4 wood. Boom, boom. We put an acorn there. That's done. And then we're going to build a house. So I believe, it's my understanding, that the house comes with a workbench, because I'm pretty sure the workbench is printed on the house. So the houses are here, right? Yeah, it's printed on there. So I don't think you can build a separate one. So let me see if I can find that house within the tiles. I guess it should be at the bottom because it's like the most basic house. Yes, it is. All right. So, like I said, I could put this house over a skull, but if I do, then the problem is that the threat marker goes up, and 10 is game over. So I'm going to put it here and first of all see what happens when I craft a house, because I know I can place it, but if there's an enemy, I probably can't place it underneath. If you crafted a house, it has to overlap the square your character is in, or overlaps the square adjacent to the one your character is in, and it doesn't overlap any full blocks. So it overlaps the square your character is in, or overlaps the square adjacent to the one your character is in. It doesn't overlap any full blocks. Yeah, they cannot enter squares in houses. So I don't think I can build it yet. So for now, I'm going to put it here, and I guess I have to attack first. So Goku, feeling fresh of the victory from before, he's going to attack again. But this time it's one-on-one. Hopefully he will succeed. Let's go, green. 2-1. Oh, yes. So he's on a killing spree. So he kills the green slime, which angers the king slime. And it's only at the end of the second day, right? The card flips, so it's not yet. So okay, so he's defeated. It's a green one, and for a green one, we get 1 slime and 1 coin for Goku. So he now has 13 coins, and he has 1 slime added, and also now he will build a house, which is a free action. So this goes here. So we can remove the lock. Up. So we build our first house. Yeah, baby. So this is gone. And because we built a house, the threat goes up by 1 because we covered a spawning point. And not only that, but spawns when any player has 10 coins plus house available. So hello, merchant. And what does the merchant do? It allows us to buy cards, I'm sure. He says, spend 3 coins to draw a random type 1 consumable, or spend 8 or 15 to buy merchant action cards. Okay. And then all 6 forest cavern, no. Spawns when any of Eye of Cthulhu, no. Spawns when merchant spawn, yes. 3 consumables, no. This, yes, it has spawned, and the house is available. So the nurse NPC is available. So he kills the green slime, which angers the king slime. And it's only at the end of the second day, right? The card flips, so it's not yet. So okay, so he's defeated. It's a green one, and for a green one, we get 2 left. So he could actually go ahead and move into corruption world and see what's there, but actually, I think we need more wood, because I think we can build wood armor now. I don't think we can build a sword because that was iron ore, right? But I think we can do an armor. Wooden armor is 1 wood, and you need to have a workbench. So the workbench we have, and the wooden armor, what does that do? It gives you 2 dice for defense, I'm sure. So let me check the wooden armor. You also have, by the way, the pumpkin armor, but that requires nothing, free. It doesn't say what it costs, which is a bit weird. Okay, you have the gold armor, gold, gold, gold. No, I need to have the simple ones, please. Silver, wood armor. Yeah, so basically still have 4 and defense is 2 dice. Yeah, so that's it. All right, so let me put the wood order to. I should probably order these so the most common ones are in the front. But yeah, so wood armor would be a good idea. Is there anything else that we can build now that makes it easier? Let's see. No advanced armor, no axes. No, you need iron. Pickaxes need iron. Swords need iron, and also an anvil, by the way. Okay, we can build a wooden bow for 1 wood. So that's nice. But you need to spend 2 action points to shoot, which is not as nice. And it's also only 1d4. And then here, 2 wood and 2 webs can get a wooden yo-yo, which also allows you to attack, but farther away for 1 action only. And then anything else? No. If you want to have an anvil, we need to build the next part of the house, which is 1 stone, 1 wood, 2 slime, and 1 iron, which is not that difficult. We have to remove the wood and also 3 slime. So we already have 1 slime. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna leave Goku for what it is now. He still has 2 left. I haven't decided yet. Let's go to Leia, because she's out there having fun. She's going to explore more and get some stone, I believe. Oh wait, here first, benched. Have a house with a workbench in the world. We did that. So each gets 2 platforms, which is important because that will help us from falling down. Or at least make it easier to get back up, I imagine. So 2 for him, 2 for her. There we go. Anything else? Open a chest? No. Have crafted wood armor? No. Dig an ore block? No. But she wants to get here. Or he could try to get here. She actually has a fight card. So she could move 1 and attack him and potentially boost. But is that like a waste of time? But it's going to attack her unless she moves. If she moves away, it still won't reach her. But then she might not have this next round. Choices. But if she... Wait, that's 2 and 3. Now I'm thinking if we can get rid of this, then it would fall to its death. How do you place a platform? Okay, so that's free. So I'm thinking if I dig here and I dig here, that's 2, 3, it's 5 digging. I don't have 5 digging. That's a shame. But no. What if you kill someone with fall damage? You get the XP or not? Okay, so it'll fall, but it will ignore fall damage. So that doesn't really help me, does it? No, it does not. Okay, so we can't do fall damage. So that's not going to help me. So she can either go up there and fight, but it feels like a waste of time. Instead, I could mine through here and move here towards the iron. And he could potentially dig down twice. But does the digging get us anything? Digging so many things? No, it has to be specific. So, yeah, doesn't really make a difference. He can actually move and then dig here. And then also reveal 2 things here. And she can get stone. What can we build with stone? The answer to that question is you can build houses, but you never really need a ton of stone, to be honest. So I guess you tend to go for stone when you specifically need it. Otherwise, doesn't seem to be much reason to get it. Yeah, so you never need more than 1 or 2 at a time. Well, no, 3 here and then 4. But otherwise, it's just like 2, 1, 1. Maybe there's other stuff where you need stone at a certain point, but not in the beginning, seems like. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. So in that case, maybe it's just also to make it more difficult to dig through. In that case, maybe we should just go and attack the guy anyway. She has $4, which is not enough for anything. Maybe she can spend 3 coins to draw a random type 1 consumable. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe that'll help her make a choice. So she spends 3 coins and then type 1 consumable. Where are they? Here, type 1 consumable. They've already been shuffled, so I just take the first one. And it is dun, 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 shuriken. That's cool. So perform a single attack plus 2 piercing. So 2 piercing. I haven't talked about piercing yet. Piercing basically means rather than targeting a single enemy, weapons with pierce can target up to X enemies using the same attack roll if they're like in a row. So, okay, so it doesn't really do more damage, you just hit multiple ones in a go. So aside from that, it's just 1 attack. So it could be successful or it cannot. And it has 2 lines. So if we do this one, you'll see that it's actually not in range because you're supposed to do this and it has to go to the middle, but this block is in the way, so it's not like that. And it's just supposed to be like this, use all attack dice. Yes, but it doesn't work because of this one. If it was here, it would have worked, right? Because you always go from the middle to the middle. So in this case, I can't even use the shuriken, but it's still nice to have. So I'll just put it here. Well, put it here. And these 3 we'll just put here. All right, so that didn't help us much. We just spent money, and we can have that later, I guess. All right, so what am I going to do? So have a house, open a chest in a non-forest biome, wooden armor sets, or... Okay. I think I will do my initial plan. I'm going to continue it nonetheless. So I'm going to dig twice here. So these 2, explore more. So this is now gone, and I get 2 stone. So stone is now up to 2. And when you dig, do you automatically move in there, or you have to... I think you automatically move in there. Because it's just sideways, right? Yeah, you may move in it. But if I had dug this one, I would have fallen down and taken fall damage, which I don't want to do. Actually, I can do that. I can do that because I can heal. But then this guy will fall on top of me. So that's not a good idea. But I can move out. You know, he'll be adjacent and attack me anyway. Because it'll be 1, 2, fall, and then hit me. So that's not a good idea. So I can move in. That's fine. And then I can dig. I think I can dig downward. I can put I think I can put a platform and then dig downwards. Yeah, if I put a platform, I can't fall down. So that's what I'll do. I'll put a platform down. So I'd use this one, right? And then I'll dig again. And then I will put another platform down. So I don't take any fall damage. Hup. And it's not going to attack me then, because it cannot. Can it attack diagonally? Maybe it still can attack me, actually. Okay, it includes diagonally. So I ran. But I didn't run far enough because it's going to end up here and hit me anyway. However, if I fall, it will not hit me. So I'm not going to place this. I'm just going to fall. And I'm basically falling 2 spots, right? So I fall 2 spots. So to calculate falling damage, I will have to roll a die. I know that. Okay, if your character fell more than 1 square, so 2, and didn't end the fall in a square containing a cobweb or lava, you must resolve fall damage. So you roll all of your defense dice, which is 1, and compare it to if the sum of the value rolled is less than the number of squares you fell, lose 1. So basically, it just means don't roll a 1 because it cannot be less than 2. 4. Okay, so I didn't take damage. Cool. I still have this and also have this, so I'll take a coin. No, maybe back up to 2. So she's done, and then he still has 2 to go. So he can move, open chest, chop, dig, donate, fights. Has nothing to donate. Nothing to fight, so he's just going to move into corruption land. Let's do that. Let's explore some more, shall we? It's more exciting. So 1, 2. So we're going to explore 2 corruptions. So let's go check corruption. Discover, I mean. So this is top. So dun. Boom. No enemy. Oh, thank goodness. But a lot of juicy trees. And then there's 1 lower, but there is none like that. So I guess the second layer is always the huge stack of cards that there is. Okay. So maybe I'm wrong to think, but that might make it safer. You just need 1, right? I am wrong to think that, because there's an enemy right here. And also, a forest one comes out here, below her. So this is, for example, this one. So one of these 3. So I didn't shuffle these. So here we go. This one. Hup. Okay. Interesting. All right. So at one point we're going to get too deep, and I might have to put the mat higher. So let's see when that happens. All right, so 2 enemies come out. First, this one, which is corruption, and 1 level lower. So these guys. Yeah. So shuffle. Then we'll take this one. Is a red slime. And then we have 1 level lower, but that is trees. Come on. Trees and 1 level lower. So you can see the icons here as well. So these are the icons, tree and then 1 level lower. That level is called upper cavern layer. Maybe this one. Oh, another one. The hearts, they're calling me. All right, done. Okay, so we've discovered all we need to discover. Complete objectives. Have a house in the world. Yes. I don't have an anvil. No. Open a chest. No. Have crafted wood armor set. No. Dig an iron block. No. Did I update my stone? Yes, I did. Okay, so then we've done everything. Discovery check. No. Objective check. We've done that. First of all, if spawn, boss enemy. No. Enemies move. So this one will move. 1, 2. This one doesn't move anywhere because, it can't reach us. And then enemies attack. They cannot attack. Then discard any played action cards. No. Advanced time token here. Resolve icons. There's no advanced threat token, so it's now 3. Spawn enemies. So this one does not spawn because there's no one nearby. The other ones have nothing. And perform sunrise upkeep. Then we once again draw cards. But before we do that, actually, he was supposed to buy something because he's at 13 coins. I think he would like to buy a card. Actually, you can do that now because it's not like it's a one thing. You can do it when it would have been discarded, but it wouldn't come out anyway, right? Because it's 4. But with assist, it could have come out. Okay, so we will buy. Now the question is, how does it exactly work? Because he's got. It says, or spend 8 or 15 to buy merchant action cards. But you can just go through it and choose which card you want, or is it just the one that comes out? I imagine you can go through it, but there's a lot of cards to go through. Like a lot. So here's 13. You can also wait until he has 15. Yeah, let's wait until he has 15. Maybe make it a bit more interesting. But where's he going to get the money from, though? Maybe with a wood armor set, because he can get 4 coins instead of wood. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. So, all right. Next round then. So Goku draws 4. So it's going to be charge, rest, explore, and assist. So she will have assist too. So explore, or maybe not. Oh yeah, assist, yeah. Explore, and second wind. So she has what she needs, but the problem is this is how out of reach because I didn't put a platform. But I think she can put a platform above her head. Yes, she can. I saw that. All right. So this tracker can now go. All right. So this is all we have. I think first of all, she will place her platform here so she can move up and kick the butt. Because she can add +2, which will help her a lot. First, she will assist him. So he draws a card. Oh, no, wait. I don't want to assist yet. She doesn't assist yet. He will assist. And then he moves 1 forward. Because he's going to be chopping some stuff. So he moves 1 forward, and then that's his action, and she gets to draw a card, which is this one. It's an explore card. There we go. All right, so let's focus on her now. She's going to jump up 1, and then she can attack him diagonally. Yeah, like this, whatever. She'll attack him diagonally. So she can use second wind, and I think she can use that after rolling. Yes, she can. So once again, it is purple defending with 2, and then re-attacking with just 1 green. So let's hope she rolls amazing and we don't have to use second wind. Let's see. 3, 2, 3. So we tie, but that means I get 1 hit in, and he only has 1 life. So boom, dead. Bye-bye, blue slime. So how much was it again? 2 coins? No, 2 slimes, 1 coin. What was it? I forgot. It was 1 coin, 2 slimes. Okay. So 1 coin for her. So 3 and 2 slimes. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now she can relax a bit because the spawn point is far enough for her not to care. She can try to get to here and here, which I think she'll do. Now, another, wait, he still has to get money. He needs to get wood first. So let's go over to him now. He can chop wood twice. Boom, boom. He doesn't have too much to do, to be honest. He chops twice. So this tree falls out. This actually was removed. So this comes here now. So he chopped it. So he gets 2 wood. And then he can craft wooden armor, right? So crafting wooden armor requires 1 wood and a crafting table. Yeah. So he loses 1 wood. And then he will get the wooden armor and put it on top.
Now, something that I've noticed as well is that it doesn't exactly fit perfectly over it. So, but it's okay. It's good enough. No, it's fine. It does seem to work. I don't know. Okay, it's fine. All right. So wooden armor. So I've done that. So one of them is wooden armor, right? Okay. So each everybody gets 2 wood or 4 coins. Now they're gonna both choose the coins. So 17 and 7. So he is then going to buy a 15 coin card. Now, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So there's not that much choice, to be honest. So, for example, explore way more. That's 4 action points. Clobber, 1 action point, plus promote one of your smallest attack dice for the rest of this turn. So basically, this one will become a d6. Promote one of your smallest defense die. So this is attack, this is defense, so hunker down. Backup plan, 1 plus draw 2 cards, which is pretty good. Productive, this turn, all characters gets +1 yield when chopping trees or digging blocks located in the same biome as your character piece. So whenever you get something, you get +1. This turn, all players may donate without paying the cost. Copycat, use any icons or effects from a single action card in another player's area. Or get rid, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand, or scrap a card from your hand or discard pile. I think the ones that I like the most is this, backup plan, and explore way more. I think I'm going to lean towards backup plan. Explore way more is nice, because this potentially gives you more than backup plan. He's gonna buy explore way more for 15. So he's down to 2. All right, and then she will assist. So she will have 1 action, and that action will mean she goes down. And then he gets to draw a card, so we shuffle these. Now the chance that explore way more, whatever, comes out is very small, but we'll see. So the card that comes out is this one. Charge. So not what we wanted. All right. So he's there now. He chopped it. He can have 1 coin. This is discard pile. Can have 1 coin, so it's back up to 3. And then he has 1 action. He'll just dig down once to prepare himself for the iron that's there. There we go. Okay, anything else that we have? Oh yeah, crafted wood armor. So this can go away. So then we have crafted a sword from the crafting menu. Okay, this is draw, dig an iron, an ore block. We haven't done that yet, but that will happen soon. Open a chest in a non-forest biome. Hasn't happened yet. Have a house and anvil. Hasn't happened yet. Although I think we are close to a house with an anvil. Are we not? I believe so. What does it cost? 1 stone, which we have. 1 wood, 2 slime. Oh, we don't have iron yet. But if we have iron, we can build it. All right. So he's done. So she has this. She has second wind, which she can't use, but she can put this in her ready slot. So then it'll be 1 next round. So then she can explore twice. So I think she'll just go for the chest. That seems the most obvious thing to do. And another idea is then later to go for this, even though it'll spawn something there. Yeah, go for the chest. So 1, and then open the chest. So she'll open a chest. So that is another forest chest. So, but this time is the second layer. So, lesser healing potion, type 1 consumable. Okay. The other ones would have been wood boomerang, 2 wood, 2 gold, level 5 reaction card. Okay. So a level 1 healing potion, which is a little bit, yeah, but okay. Have to find it in the stack and then shuffle again. Oh, it's the bottom actually. That's cool. I don't have to shuffle at all. Okay, so she now has a shuriken and a lesser healing potion. That's her done. This is prepared. Okay, so discovery, not necessary. Complete objectives, we've done everything there, right? Yes. Crafting, no. Ready card, spawn NPC, use NPC ability, no. Unlock inventory slot, no, nothing of that. Okay. Enemy phase. Enemies move. There's no enemies.
Okay, so last night I made a small, you can see it's day now. Last night I made a small mistake. I had King Slime come out too early because it says the second day. And I thought these were days. So obviously what I was saying then was wrong. And I did edit it out normally. But yeah, you never know. So basically King Slime is not coming out at all. So far we killed 2 slimes, one from here and then the one that was here. So those 2 are gone. I believe it's 2. If it was 3, just chalk it up to a problem with the recording yesterday. Also, you'll hear a small sound change. That's because my microphone stopped working. But luckily I have the iPhone, so even if it happens again, we got a backup for that. Okay, so yeah. So we did the enemy phase where King Slime came out where it was supposed to be. So in this case, enemies move, but there are no enemies. Enemies attack, there's no enemies. Then discard any played action cards used for blocking, but that's not the case. Advance time token and resolve icons. So that one was already moved, so I didn't move it back. Threat token, normally it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, that's still the same. And it should be +1, not +2. That happens when King Slime comes out. Spawn enemies. So it's only when it's adjacent. There's nothing adjacent here, and there's nothing here either. So actually, this is supposed to be at 4. Because this is 1, 2, 3, and because we covered the skull, it's +1. So it should be 4. Yeah. And then perform sunrise upkeep. Sunrise upkeep, if I remember correctly, nothing really happens there either. So too bad that it doesn't say on the player aid, so that's a bit too bad there, but okay. So sunrise upkeep, remove all the acorns. I guess I did that already. Yeah, nothing else happens. Okay, so basically now it's the next round. So once again, we draw up to our hand limit. So for Leia, it means she has to... For Leia, that means that she has to do it all over again. Also, I look very tired. I didn't sleep well, but that's okay. All right, so how many cards? 4, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. She also has the ready card, this one for fighting. So she has explore more, charge, rest, and explore. It's pretty good. And then we have Goku, who will also draw 4. So it's assist, explore, explore, and dodge. Okay, nice. All right, so then we can start doing actions and so on. So I like the assist, also the fact that Goku has to dig down and he has 2 platforms. So he can actually dig this out and also dig. Actually, he has to dig sideways to get the iron ore first. So let's do that because then we can do the share part. We can basically complete the shiny dig objective. I feel like I should be focusing on one type of objectives because to win the game you need to do all 10, right? But yeah, it's a sandbox, so automatically you do all the kinds of stuff. But let's do Goku first. He will use these 2, assists and also explore. So there's 2 actions to dig this out, but also allow Leia to draw an extra card, which is explore again. So he will dig that out, get a token, put it here. Then I can choose to go here, but I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. Because this guy is here too, so I'm not going to. So first of all, he gets 2 iron. So take an iron token and put it in this empty slot here. And put it on 2. Okay. So that's both done, all right? Now he still has 2 actions and also 2 defense. Now he could actually give 1 wood to Leia and allow her to also build a wooden armor. But before we do that, we did the objective here, dig an ore block. So it says share 2 ore of dug type. So I believe that means that one person can have all 2, or just 1, 1, or 0. Yep, that is correct. So in that case, he has 2 iron. So I could give her 2 iron as well. So it's easier to build equipment. So that's what I'm going to do. That way he doesn't have to give her anything. So up. Because she doesn't have any iron nearby. Well, she has it here, but still. And now let's see what can we build with iron, because iron should be really good. So armor wise, it's still too far because we need an anvil. I think we always need an anvil with iron, no? Yes, anvil, 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 because it makes sense. Otherwise you can't use the iron without an anvil. So basically let's look at the house. So for the houses you need 1 stone, which he does not have. 1 wood, which she does not have. She does have stone. 2 slimes. They both, no, she has 2, he has 1. And then 1 iron, and then already have the previous house. So basically, if he donates to her, she can build the next house. Now the question is, when she builds a house, is she upgrading this one? Or does she build where she is? Because if she builds where she is, there's no space. But she could, of course, mine this and then boom, put it there. So let's check on the house building again. Yeah, so it has to be where you are. So neither of them can build a house right now. She could dig this out and then she could place it. Okay, so let's have her dig that first. So, or it could also be this one to dig, but she wants to go here. So maybe it's better to dig this one. Yeah, so she'll dig this one with explore. Up. So also, what is the next digging objective? Collect a cobweb from an underground tunnel. There we go. Perfect. That looks. And what is the reward? Each gets 2 iron. Oh, even better. So anyway, this goes here, and she does decide to move in. Oh, this was unlocked because she got the reward there, right? There's the locks here. All right. So unlocked. Okay. So then she will grab the cobweb, because I believe you can just grab it. You don't have to be on top of it, right? Okay, so I misunderstood. You're supposed to move on top of it and get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an explore and reverse time. I'm going to jump up here, take the cobweb, then dig down. Okay, so in that case, the cobweb is gone. It's also replaced by a tile. So now, for the first time, we can maybe use... No, I don't see an upward tile. Never mind. So put this here. Okay, so she now has 1 cobweb. There we go. Because that can also be used for things. And then she can build only after he donates. So he used an action to donate 1 wood to her. So now she has 1 wood, and I believe she has enough to build the next house. Let's see if she can build the next house. So 1 stone. Yep. 1 wood. Yep. 2 slime, yep. 1 iron, yep. And then 1 crafting table, which we have already. So now she can build the second house. So that's this one right here. Okay. And then we will put it, we'll cover all this stuff here and remove all this stuff. Boom. A little house right there in the middle. Also has like a trophy, a claw. I don't know where she got it because we didn't kill any of them yet. We just found it in the tunnels. All right. And then the locked can go away again. Okay. Because we built that house, we don't really get anything, right? Have a house with an anvil, yes. Ding, ding, ding. And also collect a cobweb. So each of us gets 2 iron. So the iron here goes up to 3. He also goes up to 4. And then handcraft a pickaxe from the crafting menu. Maybe that's possible already. But also have a house with an anvil in the world. Take a second wind card from the guide for free. So both of them get second wind from the guide. So explore more. So somersault, second wind is in the back. So basically that's an attack card. But they both go to their discards. So second wind, okay. So no need to pay this time. You just get it. And the next one is have crafted an axe from, so basically an axe from the crafting menu, have crafted a sword from the crafting menu, and have crafted a pickaxe from the crafting menu. So let's just take a look at those things. Take a look at the axe first. Blah. So if you want to build an axe, you need to have 1 wood, 2 iron, and an anvil. Now there's no wood. Nobody has wood. So I think that's going to be the same for everything. Pickaxe, the same thing. Sword. Sword doesn't need wood. Nice. So they can actually both upgrade their sword, which is exactly what they're going to do. So this goes to 1. This goes to 2. And they both upgrade their sword to an iron sword. Yes. So iron sword and iron sword. And because we've done that, we did have crafted a sword from the crafting menu, requires anvil. Boom. We share 4 coins. So she has 7, he has 3, so let's keep it honest. They now both have 7. All right, 7, 7. Remember, they can both give each other money if they choose to do so, right? Okay, so all of that was pretty huge, I feel. And then the next one is have survived a night, because the night is coming. The night is almost here. No idea what happens then. Okay. So we do still have some iron, 2 and 1, especially Goku could do something, but then we need to have wood again. So what he's going to do is he's going to move forward because there's nothing there anyway. He's going to jump here, and then later on he's going to start chopping wood because where she is, she cannot get to wood. So basically he is the surface dweller, right? Fallout reference. So he's the surface dweller, and he will then, chop wood mostly. That's his job now. So for her, she's going to try to get here to increase her health. We also have silver here, which is very nice. What is the next house what does it cost to go to the next house? Because that might be useful. The next house requires 3 stone. So you can dig through here, that's fine. 3 wood, you can take care of that. 3 slimes. There's a slime here. And a previous house. So actually not that difficult to progress there. So once again, it's time for a crafting overview. What can we do with the stuff that we have? You know what would be a good idea for this game, even though I'm using my phone to film as well, is if you have an app where you can just enter what resources you have and it shows you what you can build automatically. That would be nice. Anyway, so copper armor, we can do that now if you have copper. Iron armor as well. We will just need 3 iron, but none of them has iron. Otherwise, they could have made iron armor. Okay, so that's good to know. Anything else here? No. Axes, we already know. Pickaxe, swords, we also know. Other. We can build an iron bow. So basically, he can build an iron bow. So with 2 actions, you have these 2 dice that you can roll. So a D4 and a D6, right? Which is also 4. D6, yeah. A D4 and D6. And yeah, so that's an option. And then here, a wooden yo-yo. If you have 2 wood and 2 cobwebs. And all it does is basically a ranged attack, similar to a bow. But it costs a lot though. Why would you build a yo-yo? You don't need range. You don't need line of sight. That's why it's so good. So you can hit around corners and whatever. Okay, and then here we need special, what is it? Gems or something? Gems, yeah, we need gems to build staves. Basically magic. Anything else we can do? We checked the house already. What about here? A cobweb can get you a rope. So, what does a rope do? So, to lay rope, place a rope token from your player board onto an empty, unoccupied adjacent square. Then, if you covered a skull square, increase the threat level by the number of spaces indicated on the visible side of the threat token, so +1 or +2. If there's no adjacent square that meets the above conditions, you can't lay rope. So basically just to be empty, okay? Empty squares directly below the rope also count as containing rope, provided they aren't separated from the token by a full block or a house. So basically, if you put one rope, everything below it is also a rope. So when performing a move action in a square containing a rope, you may move vertically up down the rope by up to 2 squares rather than the usual 1. Okay. If you've crafted the loom house, you may instead move vertically up or down the rope by up to 3 squares. Okay. If you finish a move action in a square containing a rope, you may choose not to fall. You can always jump down, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So basically, moving down the rope is a little bit faster, and also it will prevent you from falling, which is pretty good. Especially like, for example, here, you could dig down, platform, rope, or something like that. There's a bunny here. There's a bunny with dynamite. Okay. All right. So Goku is done. He does have 7 coins. He could get a guide action card, or he could get just a guide action card is the only thing. Or he can spend 3 to draw a type 1 consumable. But I think he's going to spend 5 to buy a guide action card. So he's up to 2. I think it's going to be explore more. Or somersaults. Draw 2 cards, keep 1. No, I can explore more. Right, he's going to get an explore more. So put that there. And then it is Leia's turn. So for her, she's not going to mine yet. I think she's going to really try to get this. And then we can explore these 2 as well for a little bit more excitement. Okay, so we're going to explore more. Go 1 to the top and then right. Dig that spot. So spot is gone. So she moves in there. So that's gone. And then we can just move once more to go closer. But then that's it. And then she's going to get 1 coin, which puts her up to 8. And I think she's going to buy a card from the merchants, because we haven't seen the 8 coin ones yet. So let's put it down to 0. And let's see what the 8 coins cost cards have to offer. Okay, so we have explore even more with 3. Get him, 1, or duplicate one of your smallest attack dice for this turn. Duck and weave. Once this turn, we roll one of your lowest value defense dice. Quick thinking. 1 action, then draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. Bandage up, 1 or 2 health if you have 2 or less. Spring clean, discard 1 card from your hand, then draw 1 card, or scrap a card from your hand, then scrap this card. Okay. Punch bag, 1 action. For each heart you lose this turn, gain 3 coins. Wow. And foresight. This turn, when discovering biome tiles, discover 1 additional adjacent biome tile in the direction of your choice. Foresight looks kind of cool, but it doesn't really help us. I mean, it helps us, but I'm going to take explore even more. It's a bit boring, I know, but I want those actions. And time is ticking, you know. So this just stays here because we're not fighting. So yeah. All right. Then basically it's over. We once again check. Is there anything else? Have crafted a pickaxe? No. Have survived the night? No. Open a chest? No. In a non-forest biome? No. Have crafted an axe? No. So then in any order, no, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Discover, yes, these 2, of course. So we have to check what the biome is to the right. And that biome is desert, I guess. Yes, desert. So even though this one is still a regular one. So here we go. Link. So this one comes here. So nothing too special. But here it is a desert. So that will be a little bit more special. So it has to be this token. So these three, yeah, these three. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. This one. Aha, it is an enemy. And it's a nice road here. And we have gems for the first time. Gems. Okay. Alright, so an enemy that is desert, but still no chests. No. So it's desert and that area. So shuffle these as well. Yeah, okay. So I'm closing my eyes, okay? I have no idea. Okay. Boom. Aha. I have no idea what this is. Or what the name is anyway. It looks snaky, but what it is, in fact, is a giant worm. Wow. So it moves 2, and it can slither between gaps. It attacks with 2 d4s and 1 d6. It defends with 2 d4s. Has 2 life. If you kill it, you get 8 coins and a level 2 loot card. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we have discovered. Nothing else has been discovered. Okay, anything else? Not really. Discard any played action cards for use. No, for defense, no. Advanced threat token. Yes. Oh, I forgot the enemies, actually. Sorry. Enemies move. So this one sees him. So he's going to fall, and then go back up. Just following it that way. This one will just do 1, and that's about as close as it can get. Or maybe 2. There we go. Wait, the red slime does have 2 movement, right? Because I'm just thinking it has 2 movement, but it might not have. The red slime. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, 2 movement, yeah. Okay. So of course they can't attack. Spawn enemies, only if it's adjacent. So this one is adjacent. But orthogonally adjacent. So this one will spawn one, and that will be a forest day. It's a green slime. All right. So they don't move. No. So it just spawns. Here there's one, and he's there. So this will spawn a new one. So that is a corruption. And then this. So this one. So there we now have, there was a red slime, and it's now joined by another red slime. And then this one also spawns. So that is a desert. It's getting crowded. There's a lot of enemies down there. This one looks even scarier. But is it more powerful or not? It's not. It's a tomb crawler. Well, it is actually. It has 3 movements. It slithers and then has a bunch 2 d6s and a d4 to attack, 1 d4 and 2 d6s to defend, 3 health, and then 10 coins and a level 3 loot card. So basically, pretty crazy. All right. So anyway, that's all done. Then it is the performance sunrise keep. So this goes here. So we're almost reaching nighttime. There's no chopping wood, so that's not there. Nothing else that we have to do. So, second round then. Again, draw action cards. So 4 for Leia. 1, 2. So explore, dodge, and assist. Assist is always good because it's going to help him chop some wood. We should really try to upgrade the axe. I guess Leia is closest to iron. She could get this iron. Alright, so the last one that she gets is explore more. Goku has explore way more. Nice. Explore more and explore. And then he's gonna get another one. So he has, wow, 6, 7 actions. Yeah, my daughter reacted to the 6, 7. So, so we're gonna chop 3 for sure. That tree is coming down. So we can only have a maximum of 5 of any resource. I said 6, 7 because I was counting.
6, 7.
Okay, so it also has rest. Okay, so then we continue. So first we're going to do Leia, because she's going to move onto the hearts. So you can choose either increase your health or get 10 coins. We're going to go for the health, because I think that's the most important. And then this goes at the bottom. Is it at the bottom or removed from the game? I'll have to double check. But first of all, she increases her health. So her maximum health is now 6 instead of 5. Always nice. And let me check if you need to get rid of that or just put it back. You just put it back, but of course it means you have to kill a bunch of enemies before you're going to see it again. Okay, so he gets to draw a card, and that is explore more. So he has a lot of exploring that he can do. She still has all the, she has used this. Yeah. So she has this. Okay. So, he has a ton of stuff, but there's no iron. So I suggest he chops this tree, chops that tree, then we discover here to see if there's any iron. So it might go that way. So we're going to take 4 and 5 to do some chopping. 6 actually. So actually 4 plus 2, so 6. So there'll be an acorn here, because that's 3 chops. Whoa, 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 whoa. This might not be the most effective way to do it. Wait. Because if he can upgrade his copper axe, that would be even better. So a copper axe costs what? 1 wood and 2 iron. So he already has 2 iron. So he just needs 1 wood to upgrade it. So yeah, in the end, he'll just use 3 to chop wood, because you have to use all of them to be able to chop. So they'll give him 3 wood. 3 wood. And because of that, he can now upgrade his copper axe. And his copper axe will become a copper short sword. That's not supposed to be there. No, okay. I drew the wrong card. An iron axe. So, up. So basically he spends 1 wood. So he's down to 2. He uses all of his iron. And that's it. So the copper axe is now gone. And he can now chop twice with only 1 action point. So just spend 3 to chop down that tree. Then we are going to use 2, explore more, to do 1. And in 1 fell swoop, chop down the other tree. Chaka! Get 2 more wood. So it's up to 4. And then we will discover here for sure and see if there's anything interesting there. Hopefully there is. Whoa, wow. Okay, so I'd say that's pretty interesting. So yeah, because he's here, right? So he does have a wooden armor. That's good. So the defense is high, but his attack is okay. But still, they're pretty low down there. And like I said, he has 4 and 1 coin. So we can do the coin already. It's not going to be anything else. So it's going to be 3. And then 4. So of course I could also see what's here. So why not check what's there? Okay, so that is corruption. And then surface. So that'll be this one. It's also the final surface corruption. Yeah, I should have known that would have been an enemy. That's pretty obvious, of course. Okay, so there's also 1 chest and 1 enemy. So corruption during the day. Those are these guys here. So this one. Okay, so that is a what? I'll check it in a second. That one was not going to win any beauty contests. That one is an eater of souls. So it flies It has 3 actions. It attacks with a D4 and a D6 and defends with 3 D4s. It only has 1 health though. It has 7 loot. So that could be tricky for our good friend. Of course, he could dig down like 1, 2, and here and get some stone and try to upgrade some stuff while waiting. Or he could just say, you know what, I'm going to go and attack that one because he can do 1, 2, and then technically attack twice. The problem is if he attacks and he fails, then it will be retaliation, which can be very painful. And what is the defense again? It's pretty high, no? Oh, it's basically 2 against 3 dice, but he has no backup whatsoever. Now, she could give him a shuriken, for example, because the attack of the Eater of Souls is only nearby. So if he would shuriken the Eater of Souls, like go here and then shuriken it, it would not do anything. But then the chances of actually killing it is low because you just do 1 D4 and the defense is 3 D4s. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's such a good idea, to be honest. What is she going to do? Can she do anything to help him at all? She can get more iron, because that'll be 3, and then send the iron his way. The iron, because that would allow him to make a bow. But a bow is also just 1 hit, right? A bow, if I'm not mistaken. Pickaxe, bows. A bow is an iron bow, requires 2 actions, and it is a D4 and a D6. That's not bad, actually. Maybe I'll do this. But you have to spend 2 actions to use it, though. But there is range, because a bow has 3 arrows. So that would be this one. So where he is, it has to be there. So it does work and says use all attack dice. Yeah, so that would work. So where Goku was. So you could attack twice and there will be no retaliation because it's close combat. Right? It cannot reach you. Yeah, it can't reach me, which is nice. Ha, I like that one. So that's what we're going to do. She is going to spend 3 actions. 3 actions to dig through here and get the iron ore. So that's too long. Are there double ones? There are double ones. So this goes here, up, and then she'll be here. Actually, she'll stay here. Should she? Oh, she'll keep going. Okay, she's there. So she gets 2 iron. She's now at 3 iron. And then she will use 1 action to send 2 iron his way. Oh, you can just get all the iron. No. Where's the rest of the iron? Here and here. It's okay. He'll get 2 iron. Okay, so then with that 2 iron, he will immediately craft a bow. Boom. So an iron bow. We skipped the wooden ones. Iron bow. Okay, and then he's going to use 2 actions to shoot that one. So he's going to have this to attack, and the defense will be corruption, 3 singles. So the defense, I guess, should be seen then as like trying to dodge out of the way or something. Okay, so let's see. Oh my God, I win. Because even though he has 4, 4, 1, I have a 4 which ties, which means I do 1 damage and only has 1 health. This one only gave me a 2. My gosh. So anyway, it's dead. Yes, sir, Bob. Bye. All right, so up. I can go back in there. And because it's dead, he gets 7 coins. Wow. So it jumps up to 10. 7 coins and a level 2 loot card. So we'll have to look at the corruption chest. Grab it. It's level 2. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Wait. Okay, so I haven't checked the rewards. So shuffle, 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 and then it's going to be level 2. Level 2 card. Wait. It's not this one. These are chests. It's here. Loot action, I guess. So this is level 1. Then we have level 2. So I'm guessing we're going to shuffle these. So basically this is the level 2 loot deck. You take the top 2, then you choose one and the other one goes to the bottom and you don't reshuffle. So we have Helping Hand and Rallying Cry. So Helping Hand level 2 is 2 actions. Choose one other player to draw 2 cards or 2 other players to draw 1 card each. If playing solo, you may choose yourself. Okay, so that's pretty good. Rallying Cry. This turn, you and all players with characters in the same biome as your character gain 2 attack and 2 defense. Now that's really good here. Everywhere, basically. But then you have to like come together and do it. Because at this point with 2, I'm not sure if it's really smart to go around. Also at this point, I feel like I could solo with 4. The only difference is the difficulty to make sure to keep the cards with the correct person. Because with 4, I could have spread out way more. And then of course the resources are limited, but you can just transfer goods all over the area. You don't have to be next to each other. Anyway, right. So which one am I going to choose for Goku? I think we'll do Helping Hand. But Rallying Cry is so good though. But it's very situational. Helping Hand. Okay, Rallying Cry goes to the bottom. I feel like I'm going to regret this. But anyway. Alright, so then this can go away. So he still has 2 actions left on this card. There's probably going to be a monster here, but he's going to go to the chest. So 1, 2 to try and get this later. Alright. Wait, I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm halfway through a card. I can't just decide not to. Okay. Otherwise, I said he could have sent stuff to her, but then she is done already. Now, he still has a bunch of stuff, though, but I don't think he can build anything out of it. So I guess this is the end of the day. Now it gets interesting. First of all, have an axe crafted. We did craft an axe, actually. We did do that. So share 4 coins. So she has 0. He has 10. I'm going to give 4 to him, and then we're going to try to get a 15 card again. Goku is supposed to go power level 9000, right? Or higher. So anyway, see, have a house completely below the surface layer. Well, I have that already. Right? This is a house completely below the surface layer. This is the surface layer. So it's already done. All right. So then each draw 2 random type 2 consumables. It's really nice. I wonder if there's a limit to consumables. I couldn't really find it. I guess not. Yeah, no idea. It's not. I couldn't find it. If it is, I'll put it in the notes below, saying that if there are any mistakes, then I'll put in the caption. There will be a comment with all the remarks. So I think I shuffled these already, but it's always good to shuffle it again. So what was the reward again? Draw 2 of these. Oh, he threw it away. Draw 2 random type consumable each. So for Goku, we have a mining potion. So you use it and then you can immediately mine twice. Then for Leia, we have another healing potion. For Goku, we have a magic power potion. Promote one of your largest attack dice for all your magic equipment this turn or gain 5. Well, he doesn't have any magic equipment yet, so. And here, same thing, magic power potion. All right. I think both of them will exchange this for money, most likely. Actually, he's going to do it right now. Because technically it's not necessarily over yet. We didn't do anything yet. So he's going to spend this. So I'll put this at the back. And get 5. So it puts him up to 19. But then he's going to spend 15. So we'll have 4 left. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the 15s again. So, backup plan, draw 2 cards and action. Promote one of your smallest attack dice, promote one of your smallest defense dice. All characters get +1 yield when chopping trees or digging blocks. This turn, all players may donate without paying the cost. Use any icons effects from a single action card in another player's play area. Draw 1 card, then discard a card from your hand. Or scrap a card from your hand or discard pile. I think he's going to do get rid, to get rid of... No, not yet. Not yet. Backup plan. Draw 2 cards. Okay. So, that was that. Then we have her. She's also going to spend it just for 5 coins. But she's not going to do anything with that yet. Anything else here? Not really. Okay. So she should be fighting because she can heal so much. What are these two doing here? I guess no reason. There you go. Okay. So have a house with a loom or a house with a placed bottle in the world. We don't have that. Open a chest in a non-forest biome. Almost. Yeah. Have survived the night. That might happen soon. Have crafted a pickaxe. No pickaxes yet. All right. So then enemies move. So this one will now go here again. 1, 2. Trying to, get to her. These two will move 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. This one will also try to get to her. So it's going to be 1, 2. Wait. A green might only move once. That's possible. Yeah, just once. Oh, and she has to discover, actually. Sorry, she has to discover 3 of them. So this is desert, surface. Desert, surface. Desert, surface, and also below. So let's do below first. There's this one. Okay, so there's going to be another monster here. So that's desert, and then lower. Well, it's a bee, which could spawn the other one, by the way. And then we have desert surface. So let's take this one. Ooh, there's some iron ore right there. And then one here, but that's one of those basic ones. There we go. Okay, so the map, the play mat, the area is a little bit wider than the tiles, as you can see. So after a while, for the OCD people, I'm sorry, but you cannot keep it in there, or you're going to have openings, which is even more annoying. So yeah, it's too bad for that. But anyway, so this is it. We did this one. This is a different chest. It's still just a chest, I guess. All right, so then we will check. So we discovered, complete objective, crafts, okay, whatever. Use NPC abilities, not really. Spawns when all 6 forest cavern tiles are discovered. Cavern is this one, right? So there's still one missing. I believe that's cavern, is it? Upper cavern and lower cavern. So this doesn't count. So it's really D6. So yeah, definitely not. Spawns when any Eye of Cthulhu, Brain of Cthulhu, Eater of Worlds have been defeated. The one that I defeated was not an Eye of Cthulhu, right? Or a Brain or whatever. It was an Eater of Souls. So yeah, no. Spawns when merchant spawned plus any player has a type 3 consumable or house to know. So the rest of the other ones still don't spawn. No. Alright, so done. So if spawned, boss enemies don't know. Enemies move. So I moved them already. This one is right there, so I guess it doesn't move. Right. Enemies attack. There's no attacking. Discard any played action cards used for defense. That didn't happen. Advanced time token and resolve icons. So threats token. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So these icons mean what? It advances again. Am I gonna have game over already? That seems because I don't see any way to stop these exclamation marks. Oh my god! I've been increasing this, but it wasn't necessary. It only happens when you see this. Okay, so in that case, we've done it twice, and here 3. So it's supposed to be on 3. Okay, that's a lot lower then. And I've been spawning enemies like crazy, which is not necessary. There's no way there's so many enemies normally. Okay, so in that case, the ones that spawned later. So this guy was moving around, right? This guy was spawned, so he will go back because he's not supposed to spawn. Well, he's supposed to spawn now, so I guess we can leave him. I guess we can just leave it the way it is now. But this one was supposed to spawn now, so put him here. This one was already here because spawned. No, this is new, so this one should also spawn now. And yeah, okay, so I totally misunderstood that because I'll explain why. When I was reading this here, it says advanced time token and resolve icons. I just thought you automatically did it. It's my fault. It's my fault. I should have just seen it. But okay, I mean, it's fine. But then I thought, like, otherwise it would be so fast. How can I possibly win this? So now it's evening. It's night now. So when it's night, how does that change? It changes because now these night ones come out instead of the day. So there's different enemies. So now fallen stars can come out. Yeah. So basically this one, when he spawned, it shouldn't be this one because this is a day one. It should be a night one. So one of these. So this one. Oh yeah, of course it's zombies now. I think these guys will die once day comes back. So let's see what kind of an enemy this guy is. Zombie. So he moves 2, melee, attacks with 3 d4s and defends with 3 d4s, 1 health, and he gives 3 coins and a level 2 card. Okay. And I think that's different. That's the only difference, basically. All right. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, this is the first playthrough. Okay, you're gonna miss some things, especially if you play solo. Yeah. All right. So next turn then. So then 4 cards for Leia. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 cards for Goku. Explore. So explore, second wind, dodge, and explore. There's not a lot of stuff that Goku can do. But now you see the value of getting rid of these cards, right? So maybe I should have taken the other one where I delete cards, but it's too late now. Okay. So she should be attacking, except there's no enemies anywhere nearby. So that doesn't really work. What should we be going for? Have a loom house or a potion house. So let's see how we can build that specifically. Oh, it's right here. No, it's not. The staves. So we have these two options basically. Oh no, these two options. So it's either 1 stone, which she has, 2 wood, which I guess he has, 3 slimes. No, we only have 1 slime left. We need to kill some slimes. So Goku has to get down there, get down on it, and kill some people, some slimes. And then we need to have iron. So 1 iron. With the potion, you don't even need iron. And then that's it. Yeah. So we need slimes. Slimes and maybe some stone. Slimes and stone is what we need. Now she can take care of the stone because she can just chop above her. And she does have this stuff to do to get 4 stone quickly. But of course, maybe she would get first for a pickaxe. To be more efficient, she should have a pickaxe. And that would require wood, which he has. And he can give her, let's say, 2 wood. So she can, how about she needs iron? She only has 1 iron. She doesn't have enough. So instead of going for the stone, maybe she needs to go all the way out here to get that. Yeah, that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And that's the end for her, just to get the iron. There's no other way to get iron. Not nearby anyway. Yeah, that's going to be it. So, replace this with a 3. So that's 1. 1, 2, 3, and then chop, 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 chop. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2. So whoop, all gone. And this is useless. So that means she gets 2 iron. And then she does not decide to move in there. Because I think she's going to have to turn back anyway. Let's face her this way. Okay. He will most likely donate her some wood. He's going to get that chest. And if he gets that chest, we're going to take and explore more card from the guy for free, both of them. So that's good. I've crafted a pickaxe from the crafting menu. Whatever. So anyway, so he will donate. So he'll use 1 action to send all of the wood to her. She has 4 wood now, which allows her to immediately create a copper pickaxe. So the pickaxe goes away. Copper pickaxe, iron pickaxe, sorry. Boom. So that's 1 wood. So she's down to 3. And then 2 iron. Okay. So now digging for her will go much easier. So yeah, we'll see what happens. She did the pickaxe. So share 2 ore of pickaxe type. 2 ore of pickaxe type. Ah, pickaxe type. Okay. So we did this one, right? So we get 2 iron then, I guess. Because the iron pickaxe, so it's that type. So boom. Did it just say make a pickaxe? A pickaxe, yeah. So if we had built a silver pickaxe, we would have gotten 2 silver. So we get 2 iron. Is it each? No, share. Share. So who should get the iron? Maybe. Let me see. Let me think. Let me think on this. Wasn't this supposed to spawn? This was supposed to spawn an enemy. This was supposed to spawn an enemy. It's night and it's corruption. So this one. It's a star. Oh, you gotta go get that one. You got to go to get that one. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So we have the iron. Who's gonna get the iron? How about the armor? How difficult is it to make an iron armor? 3 iron. Nobody has 3 iron, so it doesn't really work. Maybe she should get it and also make a bow, because those bows are pretty sweet. Just being able to shoot from a distance, but then it's going to be more difficult here, though. I don't know. I don't know who should get the iron. I'm going to give it to him. So. I'll give it to her because I want her to get an iron armor later. So just to try to get to here. She's also the digger now, so she's going to get it easier. Okay, so that's done. Dig a gem block, most commonly found in the cavern layer. So there's one here, the only one so far. Oh, there's one here too. Okay, two. Has survived the night, open a chest. So that's going to happen now, unless he's going to go up there, because he has two. So he could put a platform and then jump and get the star, which means that he will not get the chest. But the chest is so good because they can explore more. It doesn't spawn a monster when the monster is on top of that, right? I imagine. Yes. So I'll leave the star. So I just go. I use dodge. I move it to the chest. So I get to have a corruption chest, level 1. So up, this one. Surface level. Mining potion, type 2 consumable. And then you've got all this other stuff that would have been really nice. Flame lash. Okay, so mine potion, type 2 consumable. Okay. Okay, mining potion. All right. Okay. Done. This goes to the front. All right. So we put a lock on that. Unlock, I mean. So it's gone now. And then he still has one action, so he's just gonna place a platform and then jump on it. Boom. There we go. And then this will be the ready slot. Okay. Okay, so then we have... Oh, actually, she could have used a mining potion instead of one of her cards. But I guess you can just use it later too. She can use a mining potion now to dig out these two, but it doesn't matter. She's going to explore 3 times again. So first, desert surface. Boom. Ooh, a chest. And then desert upper cavern. So full desert upper cavern has been discovered, and there's gold. Gold. And then there's one next to here as well, which is still desert. So it hasn't completely been explored yet. There should be a third one as well. Now I'm curious, is there a third? Oh, this was not supposed to be desert. Ah, it was supposed to be forest. Okay, so this one goes back. Hey, stupid. Yep. This is supposed to be here. And this is supposed to be a forest one. Like this. Okay. Well, now it's blocked. Okay, so once again, small mistake. Right, and then another one, basic one. Ooh, hello chest. All right, so we've explored quite a bit already in one day, I feel. So this is the end. Yeah. So have a house? No. Open a chest in a non-forest biome? Yes, we did that. Each take an explore more card. Okay. From the guide, right? Yep, for free. So boom, boom. And then the next one is open a chest in or below the underground layer. So this is underground, this is a cavern. So if she opens this chest, we get that one too. Have survived the night, we're almost there. Dig a gem block, it's also deeper. So now we're at level 6, level 3, level 4, level 5. So if we start focusing like crazy on houses, we could actually win this. Okay, so anyway, that's it. So enemies move. This enemy will move, so that's a zombie. I believe he moves just the one. Zombie, oh, 2. Okay, he's faster than I thought. 1, 2. So he's gonna go to Goku, or her, by going down. The slime goes here. This one does 1, 2. Nothing. These guys, there's no point in moving because they can't get to her. They just, nothing. All right, then enemies attack. There's no attacking. Advanced time token. Up, so advanced threats. Boom. Spawn enemies. Yes, because that happens, but only if they're adjacent, right? So there's nothing here because that's covered. Here, here. Oh, there's supposed to be one here already, actually. So, and that's supposed to move as well. So that's desert and night. So desert, night. Have to shuffle these as well. It's never come out yet. Okay, what in the world is that? That is a dun 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 dun, dun. Desert. An antlion. Moves 0, but it shoots from where it is. So I guess we should put it more like this so it fits into the environment. Okay, so anyway, we're talking about spawning, right? So spawning is to here, here, and here, but there's nothing there. For him, it's here, here, and here. Also nothing there, so no spawning. And then perform sunrise upkeep. There's no sunrise yet because it's night. So later on will be sun. Okay, 4 cards for Leia. So rest and explore, and then we have to shuffle. So I think at one point I'm going to start moving stuff up. Because if she goes down, then there'll be stuff here. So then the mat will have to go up. And then I do think we have some space left. Worst case scenario, I have to put the boards to the left side. But we'll see. We'll get to that when it happens. All right. So 2 more. Dodge and second wind. Oh, so I got so many second winds, and she's not fighting anyone. Ugh. Or maybe just get an armor. Any armor, or one that has more cards in your hand. So, for Goku, charge and assist. At least that's good. So she's going to get an extra card. So Goku is going to want to chop some wood, because he's right there, and he has this upgraded iron axe. And get that star. Ah! So he's going to get a star and then chop the wood. Funny thing is, if he digs down here and he falls, you have to discover to see what happens. Anyway. Okay, so 2 more. Explore more and move the houses away. Dodge. Okay. It's also not really what I wanted, but okay. All right, so who shall we start with? So Leia, I should have put her here because, yeah. Anyway, I think she's gonna go straight down. Yeah. Now we have a garbage can here. You can see it here with this. I think if you, no, I'm not gonna think. I'm not gonna guess. The garbage can means structural icon. Those are resources on blocks of the structural icons of the trash can, like those shown below, aren't taken in your inventory and do not have associated. So basically, it's just more difficult to get through, and they don't give you anything. Yeah. There's a ton of people here, though, which is annoying. So, because they're all gonna come and attack me if I dare go there, so I really need to be protected. So she needs armor and so on. So she digs to here, she get more iron. Doesn't she already have enough for iron armor? No, she's 3. She's 3. Okay, she's going to use a mining potion. No, not yet. So, she is going to use 1 action. Oh, no. It's like Minecraft.
No, it's not. It's completely Minecraft. You got iron armor also. You should have a real crafting table for Minecraft.
I have a crafting manual. Okay, so let's do him first. Because he uses 1 action to move onto the star and take it. So he can either increase his magic or get 10 coins. He is going to... He's going to increase his magic. The 10 coins are very, very, very appealing, but not yet. So this will go back to Corruption Knight. Okay, so then he also does assist, which means that she can draw a card, and that card is Explore More. Okay, cool. So she will explore once. She will go down. We're going to eventually use this one. Or maybe it's this side. No. It's a bit weird, but eventually we'll take this one. So this is 1 action, and then she uses the mining potion to take this one too. Okay, so the mining potion goes away, and then this replaces all 3. Okay, and she's got so she's now here. No fall damage because she's 1 by 1. And then she has 2 iron, of course, and that will allow her to build to craft iron armor. Let's see, iron armor. So 3 iron, that's it. So she goes down to 1. And then she will take a nice set of iron armor. Where is it? It is not ordered the way it should be. Here we go. So it is a lot better for defense, but it does not increase your hand limits. So now I'm curious, what does? So you can see here, the armor doesn't really line up. So if you put it exactly on top of it, it doesn't really line up. However, if you put it a little bit lower, just a little bit, then it matches up. Okay? But then if you use a double layer board, you cannot do that. So it's always a little bit weird. It seems like it's too big for her. but it is what it is. All right. So, so we're going to check which armor allows you to have more. It doesn't, maybe here, maybe it says here. Yeah, so the shadow armor, where you need Demonite, or the crimson armor with Crimtane, or the molten armor with Hellstone. So none of these things are available yet. So they have to go much deeper to increase your hand limits. Ah, well, it is what it is. Okay. So she did that. She still has all this left. She now has a good defense. She has a good... Well, she doesn't have great attack. The short sword is just 2d4s. What is the next sword? Silver. Isn't she close to silver? Silver is all the way here. But she does have... She wants to... Oh, I'm looking at him. She does have this as an upgrade. So she could go like all the way through very quickly. So you can do diagonal action. So she can actually do these 2 with 1 action. So she could basically race towards here. But instead of doing that, since she's here, why don't we discover this one? Because she might want to go that direction as well. So this is the 3rd desert one. Again, I should say. Yep. So there's gold there. So what does, like, is there a golden sword? There's a golden sword. So she can actually go here. But if she opens this, then they will be able to get to her. So maybe we don't want that. She could put, no, she doesn't have a platform anymore, but she does have wood, so I think she can make a platform. Right? Right. Ain't that right? Platform is 1 wood. Yes. So she will create 1 platform for 1 wood. Up, put it here. It's not necessary. She can just jump up. No, she doesn't need to spend wood. So, because I'm just going to check, you can dig diagonally upwards. You can in the game, so I'm sure you can go here as well, right? Yeah, adjacent is also diagonal. Okay, cool. So in that case, I need to check something else. Basically, that means that where I am now, I can spend this one, right? So 2. Oh, why am I doing him? Yeah, here. I can spend this one. So that would be 2 digs, right? So that would be 1 and 2 because you automatically move into the new spot, right? And then after doing those 2, I can spend, instead of this one, I'll spend this one. So basically it means 4 dig value, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm not going to move into here because I want to get to the chest. Or wait, let's see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just do that. 4. Brum, 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 brum. There we go. So digging under a chest doesn't make a difference, I believe. I think that's a mistake I made as well. You need to spend an action to open a chest. I think I just open the chests when I'm on top of them, which is not allowed. Like, for example, he moved on top of the chests. Oh, no. Later, before, I think. But yeah, anyway, I know that now. So you have to be adjacent to the chest to open it, right? So I think I can open it from there. Yeah, so I can open the chest from there. So I have this left. So this is useless. This just gives me a coin. So equally useless to be, well, not useless, but still not very fun. So I have 1 action, and with that I will open the chest. So unlock it. So I get to draw 1 card from the desert chest. Desert chest. So first we need to shuffle them. So desert chest. And this one. Boom. So desert chest, and it is the 2nd layer. So she finds 2 wood. Okay. She already has 3 wood, so now she has a lot of wood. 5 wood. Okay. Could have been nicer, but I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, so dig a gem block? No. Have survived the night? No. Open a chest in or below the underground layer? In or below. So it's in. So yes. So I am loot. Done. So it says here, each take 2 rope or 3 platforms. Share 1 recall potion. 2 ropes or 3 platforms. I think Goku is going to get 2 ropes. And then she is going to get 3 platforms. Because Goku already has a platform. So 3 platforms. And he gets 2 ropes. Alright, and then share 1 recall potion, type 2 consumable. So a recall gets you, I imagine, back to your house. That would make sense. Recall potion. Teleport to any unoccupied forest surface, square, or any house with a bed, or gain 5 coins. There's no, is there a bed? This is a bed, right? Okay. So someone gets it. I think we will do maybe we'll give it to her. She has so many consumables. All right. So, okay, so one thing that I didn't realize is that actually because we unlocked 2 NPCs, we already have 3, but because we have 2, we also unlock pylons. So these cost 10 coins, and then when you place them, you can go on next to the pylon, whatever, and pay 4 action points, and then transport to teleport to a different pylon. So for example, he could put a pylon here and she there, and then they can teleport to each other. But it does cost 10 points, 10 coins, and at this point, they don't have enough. So that's something that we could have done earlier, but just FYI. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for her. I didn't find any answer to having a limit of consumables, so I think there's no limit. It's not mentioned anywhere. So yeah. Anyway, so we have this. She's basically done. She doesn't have anything that she can use anymore. She could, of course, teleport if she wanted to, but I think she plans to get to here and maybe get to the gold, so she doesn't have to. Now it is Goku over there, so I think he's gonna place a rope and then go down. But actually, to be a little bit more safe, let's just see what's here and here. And she can also check what's here and there. So let's do a whole lot of discovery and then see what he does. Let's do her first. There's the final biome that's there. So, and it is it jungle or savanna? Jungle, yes. Jungle. So it'll be jungle top and then a regular level, right? So let's do the regular level first. Ooh, wow. Well, this is not supposed to be, I think. No, it's not supposed to be. This is the wrong one. Yeah, the wrong one. For a moment, I was very impressed. Okay, this one, so more iron and stone. And then here, the top one is the jungle one. Jungle surface. Let me get one here. Let's do this one. Up. Ooh, an enemy. And a chest high up. Looks very pretty. So, an enemy, jungle, day. Oh, no, night. Sorry, jungle, night. Boom. Oh, another star. But no one's going to get it because it's way too far. I guess she could go up to try and get it, but it's really, really far. And it's going to disappear once it turns day. So, too bad. Too bad. Okay, so that's that. Then it's him. So he will also reveal the last biome. The last biome is snow, winter, snow. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I expected something else. Okay, so snow, and it is the top surface level. Where is it? Here. No enemy this time. Okay, and it does have copper, and then also a typical level there, underground one. It is not connected. Okay, but there's gems right here, and also an enemy. So it is corruption, and then it is the first level. We've had some of those before, and this time it is another worm. Wait, isn't that too deep then? No, it is not. No, it's not. This one is correct then? It is not. This one is not supposed to be there. This is wrong. So this was a desert one. So it's supposed to be one lower. So where he was, let's put this in place. This one is correct. This one is correct. Okay. So that looks like, what, a blob? Desert. A sand slime. Some more slimes. All right. So These two were supposed to be removed. Oh no, this is sunshine, right? Oh yeah. Sunrise. So I think we've been doing sunrise wrong as well. I think you're supposed to do sunrise only when the day ends, right? When the day restarts. Yes, because sunrise is also a token here. So once you chopped, you can't re-chop. They all recharge the next day. Okay. All right. Whoa, that's huge. Okay. So I think we've done enough. Honestly, I really like the game. I mean, it's cool. I think it's really cool, but I also made some critical mistakes, I feel, in how it plays. So I'm going to leave this on as a first try, and with the realization that I made a bunch of mistakes. But you can see the progress. But you see the progression that I've made throughout the game and how it works and how you share and everything. And also, I think you can easily play this four-handed or at least three-handed. Yeah, I think we can stop because I want to play this again, but then correct from the start. So not do an overspawn, not make sure the correct tiles come out, make sure this is correct, follow the icons as well. I think that would be a huge difference as well. But I like the way I'm happy that I got it. Let's put it like this. I like how you have to deck build and everything. I would definitely buy cards now that let me get rid of cards, because having a hand come out with weaker cards really is a little bit. But the different biomes coming out and everything is cool. The falling stars, the life tokens, and just the enemies as well. But you need to upgrade ASAP, because these ones, the D4s, to attack with them, it's not recommended. Okay. Anyway, I am going to stop here. I think we've done enough. There would definitely be a part 2 where I restart, maybe with different characters as well, to spice it up a little bit. And because also we have this box here with the wooden character pack. Maybe I'll get some other ones here and then have a vanity thing overlay. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it gave you an idea. Like I said, it's not flawless, but it's the first time. If you've seen any other mistakes, do let me know, and I will add it to the topic, to the top comment, the pinned comment below. Anyway, my name is Joachim, and always will be. So many games all the time. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.